What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? PetRockMedia coming at you with my finalized overview of the Fuji X100s. This bad boy right here. Um, if you haven't seen my first kind of unboxing, first impressions video of this, you definitely want to go out and check it out. Go through my channel and view it. It was made about a couple of weeks ago. Um, it's gotten a lot of popularity and it's got a lot of views, so go ahead and go and check that out, please. Um, what I wanted to do right now is kind of go over how I feel this camera has helped me and also why I think it's one of the greatest cameras, I think personally, to take with you when you're just wanting to take a camera and not really rely on and focus on this. Okay, we all know that the iPhone has revolutionized. There's a reason why Canon is no longer going to be making the lower end point and shoots. They're going to focus more on the more advanced shoots like their G line and whatnot. So the phone obviously has taken a lot of that out of that creativity. In my point of view, now I know there's a lot of people out there who have done great pictures and great things with this, but me personally as a photographer, if I really, really, really want to create an image and I really, really want to have something that I'm gonna feel proud of to put on my wall and just me personally want to admire, I'm going for some type of higher end camera. Now, if it's something for a client, then obviously I'll shoot with my 5D Mark III or my Mark II. If it's something for my family and I want the ability to not have to lug around all my lenses and just have something with me, then I'm coming to this bad boy right here. Okay. Sometimes I will take this along with this bad boy right here, the Olympus OMD. Allows me to take the lenses off. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the Olympus OMD is a micro four thirds camera from the Olympus line. Okay, this is a 12mm lens that's on there right now. Awesome, awesome lens for this particular camera. It's got the battery grip on it as well, so it's a nice little beast that I can take with me when I'm wanting that flexibility of taking the lenses off, when I'm not wanting to lug around my huge DSLR, which on occasion it does get a little bit, not time consuming, but it can become a hassle sometimes. And that's, I've been taking photographs since I was, yay high. So, and I come from a primarily film background. So that's where this Fuji X100s really, really tugged at my heartstrings because of the fact that it reminds me of shooting with some of my older cameras, whether it was my Nikons, whether it's my Olympus Trip, whether it was with my Canon AE1, some of the Nikons, like I said, the F1 all the way to the F5 I shot with those. So just the overall simplicity of this camera is what really, really dragged me to it. Like I said in my other video, I was an original adopter of the X100, but because of the focus issues that it had, I did not fully commit to the camera. I ended up selling it. It always, always bothered me that I sold that camera because with the X100, I took quite a few photos with it and created some very, very, very beautiful images. But that focus just sometimes wasn't there for me, and so I ended up selling it. Later on, I know there were some firmware updates that did, in fact, somewhat get it to that next level of focusing, but I just couldn't buy it again. Then Fuji came out with the X100S. It started piquing my interest again. Then they came out with the black model, and my original model, the X100, was the silver one. What I really liked about this is it wasn't as expensive. When Fuji put out the X100 black model, it was, I believe, a couple $100s more. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say it was at least $200 to $300 more. This is the same price. So I went and picked one up at Precision Video and Camera up in Austin, Texas. Immediately took it out of the box, started shooting with it that day, created some nice images. And the one thing that I love about Fuji, whether it's their digital camera, specifically the X100, the newer cameras that they have out there that do compete with the Olympus, like the X100s and so forth. What I do like about Fuji is their JPEG simulation that they spit out. They spit out some of the nicest JPEGs without any editing that I've seen in quite a while. So if you're a fan of the old school Fuji film, the actual film, then this camera right here is going to be for you because it will give you some amazing JPEGs. The raw files are awesome. I could take pictures that seamlessly look like they're wasted, plug them into Lightroom, pull out the shadows, increase, the highlights to recover those highlights, and just play with the contrast, and they look as if they had not had any issues to begin with. So once again, this camera, what can I say about it that I haven't already said, and all the reviews you can find on YouTube and online have already said about it? There's just something about this camera that keeps me wanting to go out and shoot and shoot and shoot. Now, the one thing that I would recommend if you have larger hands like myself or a big guy like me, I would recommend a thumb grip. Okay, I picked up this one. It is a Photodiox thumb grip. Costs about $9 on Amazon, free shipping with Prime, and it just slides in right there on my hot shoe, and it allows me to put my thumb there. So when I grab the camera, it gives me that extra firmness that I need when I'm shooting. So when I'm out here and filming like so, it allows me to really take my pictures, and it allows me to get a good firm grip on it. I like very minimalistic style, so I don't go with the big straps. Even on my DSLRs, I don't like to use the big straps. Sometimes I like to go a little bit more incognito and just put something real basic like this. The shutter button right here, I bought one real cheap. I got off of eBay for like $2, I think, and that was with shipping. So all in all, like I mentioned, this is an amazing camera. It's very smooth, very slick. A lot of times I do get stopped when I'm street shooting here in San Antonio. What kind of camera is that? Can I check it out? Especially if I have it, a little bit touristy like this. Sometimes I have it in my pocket with this hanging out of my pocket, and I just pull it out, take a couple shots. I mean, this is an amazing camera. It gives you that rangefinder feel to it. It's not like a Leica. I've shot with some Leicas before, and not just played around with a couple of the M models, but more the film Leica cameras. This is not as close to a Leica as some people may say, at least in my opinion, but the overall feel of a rangefinder and things like that, this camera is very, very, very hard to beat, in my honest opinion. So again, check out my other review if you want to see kind of like the menu settings and things like that. This is my overall final verdict on this film, or on this camera. I'm giving it a 2 thumbs up. Again, this is PetRockMedia signing off. Peace.